We're top of the league with a 7-point lead. We're in the Carabao Cup semi-finals with a 1-goal advantage. After years of waiting, is this finally our season? Let's break it down. What's going on, Gooners? Today we're talking about the question that's been on everyone's mind. Can we actually win a trophy this season? It's January 19th, 2026, and we're competing in 4 different competitions: the Premier League, the Champions League, the Carabao Cup, and the FA Cup. We're going to break down where we stand in each one, our chances of winning silverware, what we need to do to stay consistent, and whether this is finally the year we end the trophy drought. Because let's be honest, we've been close before, but this season feels different. So let's dive in and talk about our title challenge. All right, let's start with the big one, the Premier League title, the trophy we've been chasing for 21 years, since the Invincibles, since that legendary 2003-04 season. So where do we stand right now? We're top of the table, 22 games played, 15 wins, 5 draws, and only 2 losses. That's 50 points. Manchester City are second with 43 points. That's a 7-point lead. 7 points. Our goal difference is incredible too, 26. We've scored 40 goals and conceded only 14. That defensive record is massive. David Raya has been absolutely world-class this season. Our back 4 of White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Timber has been solid. The set-piece goals have been unreal. 24 goals from set pieces this season. Declan Rice whipping in those corners, Gabriel and Saliba attacking them at the near post. It's become our secret weapon. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, our recent form has been a bit frustrating. We just had back-to-back 0-0 draws. First against Liverpool, then against Nottingham Forest away. That's the first time we've had consecutive goalless draws since 2012. Against Forest, we absolutely dominated. We created chances, we controlled the game. They didn't have a single shot on target, but Matt Sells turned into prime Lev Yashin in goal. That save from Bukayo's header was ridiculous. Gabriel Jesus had chances, Martinelli had chances. We just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. And that's been the story in these draws. We're creating, but we're not finishing. But before those 2 draws, we absolutely smashed Aston Villa 4-1 at home. Gabriel, Zubamendi, Trossard, and Jesus all scored. We looked unstoppable that day. So the quality is definitely there. We just need to be more clinical in front of the goal. So what are our actual chances of winning the league? Honestly, it's looking really good. 7 points clear in January is huge. But here's the thing. It could have been 9 points. If we'd beaten Forest, we'd be even more comfortable. So we can't get complacent. Not for a second. Manchester City are still there, and you can never count them out. Pep Guardiola knows how to chase down teams. We've seen them do it before. But here's what's different this time. Our defense is the best in the league. Our set-piece threat is unmatched. Our midfield with Rice, Odegaard, and Zubamendi is world-class. We've got depth in the squad with the new signings. Victor Gyökeres just joined and he's already scoring. Not as much as we all wanted, but his movement frees up our wingers. Noni Madueke gives us pace and directness. Zubamendi has been absolutely brilliant in midfield. If we can get our finishing sorted out, we're unstoppable. The fixtures coming up are absolutely crucial. We've got Manchester United at the Emirates on January 25th. That's a must-win to maintain this lead. Then we've got the North London Derby against Spurs coming up. Newcastle, every single point matters from here. We need to treat every game like a cup final. No more dropping points to teams we should be beating, because City won't drop many points from here. They just lost to United, which was a gift for us, but they'll bounce back. We have to keep winning. Simple as that. Right, now let's talk about our best chance at silverware. The Carabao Cup, or the EFL Cup, League Cup, whatever you want to call it. This could be our trophy this season, and here's why I'm so excited about it. We're already in the semifinals, just 1 win away from a Wembley final. Let me take you through our journey so far. We beat Port Vale away in the 3rd round, then we knocked out Brighton at the Emirates in the 4th round. Quarterfinals against Crystal Palace. That was dramatic. It went all the way to penalties. 1-1 after normal time, thanks to an own goal and Mark Guehi's late equalizer. Then it was penalty after penalty after penalty. 15 penalties each before someone finally missed. And Kepa Arrizabalaga, our backup keeper, saved the decisive spot kick. Massive moment. That sent us through to the semifinals. Now we're in a two-legged semifinal against Chelsea. The first leg was at Stamford Bridge on Wednesday night, and listen to this, we won 3-2. Ben White scored early from a Declan Rice corner. That's our 24th set-piece goal of the season. Then in the second half, Victor Gyökeres got his Arsenal goal, tapped it home from a brilliant White cross. You could see how much it meant to him. Then Martin Zubamendi scored an absolute beauty. A flowing Arsenal move finished with Zubamendi slotting it past Sanchez, 3-1 up and cruising. Chelsea fought back through Alejandro Garnacho. He came off the bench and scored twice, made it 3-2 and gave them hope. But we held on. We showed character and experience. And now we take a one-goal lead back to the Emirates. The second leg is on February 3rd at home. We've got the Emirates behind us. We've got a 3-2 lead. If we can protect that advantage, we're going to Wembley. The final is on March 22nd. The other semifinal is Newcastle versus Manchester City. Newcastle are the current holders. City are, well, City. But you know what? We can beat either of them. This is our chance to win a trophy. Arteta needs this. He's lost his last 4 two-legged semifinals. That's a stat that needs to change, and winning this cup would do so much for our confidence. It would give the squad that winning mentality, that belief that we can get over the line. It would build momentum for the title race. This is massive. We have to win the second leg at home. Now let's talk about the FA Cup, the competition we've won more than any other club. 14 times we've lifted this trophy. We're going for number 15. We entered in the third round and faced Portsmouth away. Championship opposition. We won 4-1, which was a professional performance. Job done. Now we've been drawn against Wigan Athletic in the fourth round. That game is at the Emirates on February 15th. Wigan are in League One, so third tier. They're sitting 15th in their division. Definitely a winnable game at home. Actually, this is a bit of nostalgia for some of us. We last played Wigan in the 2014 FA Cup semi-final, won on penalties at Wembley. Mikel Arteta was actually playing in that game. He scored his penalty in the shootout. Then we went on to beat Hull in the final. Good memories. What are our chances in the FA Cup this year? It's hard to say, because cup competitions are unpredictable, but we should definitely beat Wigan at home. The question is what happens after that. You've got Liverpool, City, Villa, Newcastle all still in it. Chelsea, even though we just beat them. The quality is high. The FA Cup final is on March 16th at Wembley, so there's a long way to go. But here's the good news. We've got the squad depth to rotate. We can field strong teams in multiple competitions. Against Portsmouth, we rotated heavily and still won comfortably. That's what good squads do. If we can navigate through Wigan, then take it one game at a time, this competition is definitely winnable, especially if we can avoid the big teams until later rounds. Right, now the big one, the Champions League, our 40th European campaign, the one trophy that's always eluded us. This season, the format is completely different. No more group stages. It's now one big league phase with 36 teams. Everyone plays 8 matches, 4 home, 4 away. Top 8 teams go straight to the round of 16. Teams finishing 9th to 24th go into playoff rounds. So where do we stand right now? We're competing well in the Champions League right now. We've got a massive game coming up. Inter Milan away at San Siro. That's on Tuesday, January 20th. This is absolutely huge. Inter Milan are one of the best teams in Europe. They made the final last year. Their defense is rock solid. This will be a real test of where we're at. Can we actually win the Champions League? Look, I'm not going to lie to you. It's the hardest competition in the world. You've got Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, PSG, all the giants are competing for this. But you know what? We can compete with anyone on our day. Our defense is as good as any team in Europe. Raya, Saliba, Gabriel, and White are world class. Our midfield can control games against anyone. Rice, Odegaard, and Zubamendi, that's top tier. The question mark is always our attack. Can we score enough goals against the very best defenses? Gyökeres is settling in and starting to find his form. Saka is always dangerous. Martinelli can terrorize any defense. If we can finish in the top 8 and skip the playoffs, that's huge. It saves energy for the title race. It gives us an easier path in the knockouts. The Inter Milan game is absolutely critical for that. Right, let's talk about who are competing against. Who are our biggest rivals for these trophies? In the Premier League, it's obviously Manchester City. They're 7 points behind us right now, but they've got the experience. They've got Pep. They know how to win titles. They've done it 6 times in 7 years. We can't give them any hope. We have to keep winning and pull away from them. Villa are third and playing well. Liverpool are always dangerous. But realistically, it's us versus City for the title. In the Champions League, you've got all the European giants. Real Madrid are always there. Barcelona with their young squad, Bayern Munich are desperate to win it. PSG finally won it last year and want more. It's the toughest competition. In the Carabao Cup, we face either Newcastle or City in the final. Both tough opponents, but both beatable. The FA Cup is wide open. Anyone can win it on their day.
So, what do we actually need to do to win trophies this season? Let me break it down for you. First, consistency. We cannot have these periods where we draw 2 or 3 games in a row. Every dropped point gives City hope. We have to treat every game with the same intensity, whether it's Forest away or City at home. Maximum points every single game. Second, finishing our chances. This is so important. We're creating enough chances to win games comfortably, but we're not putting teams away. Against Forest, we should have scored 3 or 4. Gyökeres needs time to adapt, but he'll come good. Jesus needs to find his scoring boots again. Saka and Martinelli need to be more clinical. Third, managing the squad. We're competing in 4 competitions. That's a lot of games. Arteta needs to rotate smartly. Use the depth we have. Keep players fresh for the big games. We can't afford key injuries at crucial moments. Speaking of injuries, let's talk about our current situation. We've had some issues recently. Piero Hincapié is out with a groin injury. Ricardo Calafori has been dealing with a muscle problem. Christian Mascara is working his way back from an ankle injury, but they seem to be minor knocks. The good news is our squad depth. We can handle these injuries now. Remember last season when injuries killed us? This year we've got options. If one player goes down, someone else steps up. That's what title-winning squads have. But we need to be careful. Can't afford to lose Saliba or Rice for extended periods. They're too important to how we play. Fourth, set pieces. Keep doing what we're doing. 24 goals from set pieces is incredible. That's basically a goal every other game from corners and free kicks. Rice's delivery is perfect. Our movement in the box is excellent. Gabriel and Saliba are monsters in the air. This is a huge advantage we have over other teams. Fifth, mental strength. This is where we've fallen short before. We need to show we can handle the pressure of being top of the league, the pressure of semifinals and big games. Arteta's record in semifinals isn't great, but this squad feels different, more experienced, more mature. Players like Rice, Odegaard, Saliba, they're leaders. They won't let us bottle it. We need to embrace the pressure, use it as fuel. Sixth, home advantage. The Emirates needs to be a fortress. We've been brilliant at home this season, but we need to keep that going. Make it impossible for teams to come to our place and get anything. The fans need to create an atmosphere that lifts the team. Every home game from here is crucial. Let's talk about the schedule ahead. It's absolutely brutal. We've got Inter Milan away, then Man United at home on the 25th, Carabao Cup second leg against Chelsea on February 3rd, FA Cup against Wigan on February 15th, plus all our Premier League games, North London Derby, City later in the season. It's going to test every ounce of our squad depth. But you know what? This is what we've been building for. This is why we signed Gyökeres, Zubimendi, Madueke. This is why we've got quality throughout the squad. If we can navigate through February and March still competing in all 4, we'll be in an incredible position. Who are the X factors that could make the difference? Martin Odegaard is obviously our captain and key player. He dictates everything we do. When he plays well, we play well. Bukayo Saka can change games in a moment. One piece of magic and we've won the game. Declan Rice has been absolutely sensational. His ball progression, his tackling, his set-piece delivery, massive player for us. Gabriel and Saliba, our defensive partnership. If they stay fit and keep this level, we won't concede many. And the new boy Zubamindi, he's been so impressive already. Controls the tempo, breaks play, scores important goals. Don't forget about Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus. They're going to play an important role in the title challenge too. If all of these guys stay fit and firing, we win trophies. Here's the thing. I genuinely believe this is our year. I know we've said that before. I know we've been hurt before. But this feels different. The squad is stronger than it's ever been under Arteta. We're not just relying on 11 players. We can rotate and still put out world-class teams. Our defensive record is title-winning quality. Our set pieces give us an edge in tight games. We've got experience now. We're not the young team learning on the job. This is a mature, experienced squad that knows how to win. City are getting older. Their squad isn't as deep as before. Liverpool are rebuilding. Nobody else is at our level right now. This is our moment. We just have to take it. Arteta needs to show he's learned from previous seasons. Those semi-final losses can't happen again. The late collapses in the title race can't happen again. He needs to rotate smart. He needs to make substitutions at the right time. He needs to set us up to be solid in big games. We can't go to places like City or Liverpool and get battered. We need to be pragmatic when we have to be and ruthless when we have the chance. I believe in Arteta. He's built this squad. He's created this philosophy. Now he needs to deliver the trophies. So can we win a trophy this season? My answer is we should. With the position we're in right now, we should win at least one. The Carabao Cup is right there for us. One good performance at home against Chelsea and we're in the final. Beat Newcastle or City at Wembley and we've got silverware. The Premier League is in our hands. 7 points clear, best defense in the league. If we don't win it from here, it's a massive failure. The FA Cup is definitely possible. The Champions League is the dream, but let's be realistic. But honestly, anything less than 2 trophies this season, anything less than the Carabao Cup and the Premier League, and we've underperformed based on where we are right now. This squad is too good. This position is too strong. We have to capitalize. The next few months will define our season. The next few months will define Arteta's legacy. The next few months will show if we're ready to be champions again. I believe we are. I believe this team has what it takes. Now we just need to go out and prove it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are we winning the league, the Carabao Cup, multiple trophies, or am I being too optimistic? Hit that like button if you're excited about our chances. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Come on, you Gunners!